What's the problem?
There is a prejudice, and these protective measures that we're using in the call-in is to protect minority groups and to protect those within the city from prejudiced decisions. And this has been a prejudiced decision. The language in Belfast City Council on Monday night was one of speaking about genocide, of the aggression of Israel. There was no mention of Hamas. Hamas wasn't mentioned at one time by any nationalist. There was no mention of Hezbollah. There was no context. And it would also remind you that, going back to the start of this trouble, there was an application to light up City Hall in the colours of Israel after October the 7th, which was rejected by Alliance and the other pan-nationalist groupings. And that was 3 weeks. It took 3 weeks before Israel responded to that. So in a basic act of humanity to show compassion and solidarity, it was rejected back then. So there's no balance within City Hall. And we're using this Section 75 to call balance. Carl White and his other nationalist friends would say that the role of Belfast City Council is ruling the municipal affairs of Belfast, and that should be our priority, and it is. So then we have the question then, why is this incessantly brought onto the floor of the council every single month by Nationalism? Why did they walk out in a strop on Monday night because they weren't getting their own way to talk about Palestine? And one of the things that I can do is I can have a balanced conversation about Palestine. I can talk about 190,000 homes in Gaza that have been damaged. I can talk about 180,000 properties. I can talk about 62% of homes that have been destroyed. I can have that conversation. But where Nationalism and Alliance get off is they try to silence victims. So they didn't want me to go to Israel. They didn't want me to talk to victims. And I've brought the story of victims back to me about children who are 4 months of age who were strangled by Hamas, children who were 4 years of old that were strangled by Hamas, mothers that were strangled, grannies that were burnt to death. And I've come back with a voice of victims to a conversation that Nationalism is determined to put onto the airwaves, and now they don't want to have it. Well, they're not getting it all their own way, and there's a conversation to be had, and we'll be standing up to them, and we will be confident that the flag won't be over City Hall because of the community impact on the 29th of November. One or the other, because when we asked for City Hall to be lit up after October the 7th, SDLP voted against it. So it is one or the other with you. It's all or nothing.